Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be the second part of I'm going on a trip and I'm taking. So this today is going to be the fashion edition or my styling edition that has been requested after I did my makeup edition, and I'm going to link that up here just in case you want to see that too, in case you haven't seen it. So of course I'm not going to do that video here, but I wanted to just film the introduction here to that video because the lighting is probably, when I'm vlogging in my own private home, the lighting is probably gonna be not so good. Just so you know, I'm going to try to make the best use out of natural lighting, but I cannot promise how it's going to turn out. So how the color payoff is, like how the colors are going to look on camera and things like this, I cannot really say, you know. First of all, I'm going to film with my phone, which is not as good as with my YouTube camera, plus the lighting and all of that. So but I'm going to try to do my best and to just, you know, take you along for my packing experience, sort of for my trip home back to Germany, and I'm super excited to go there. Of course it's gonna be cold there, and I have been living in the Orient or in the Middle East for so long now, I don't really have really warm clothes that are Europe appropriate. You know, warm clothes for for Middle Eastern standards, yes, but Europe appropriate, I don't know. I'll probably have to stay inside a lot, you know. Anyway, just one more word. When you see what I have, okay? Not that I have to explain anything, but I just want to say that it is a whole big cabinet that is just my winter clothes, okay? So this is what you're going to see, is just my winter clothes, and that might be overwhelming for some people. But don't forget that I'm working in styling. This is my job, and also a lot of the clothes that you'll see there I got as payment for modeling, because I did not get paid in money for modeling. I got to keep the clothes, which was very nice for me. But just so you know, I know it's a lot, and now I feel like YouTubers, when they have to sort of apologize for having a lot of makeup because they are reviewing makeup, it just doesn't make any sense, you know. That is what it is. It's part of the job, you know. If you're reviewing makeup, you will have a lot of makeup. If you work in styling, you'll have a lot of clothes. I wish I would be reviewing makeup all the time so I would have everything. But anyway, just saying that that's what it is, okay? And then of course also my winter scarves that I'm going to go through, that is also a lot, because, you know, for the longest time when I was super overweight, that was the only thing I could buy without running into problems size-wise, you know. That was the only thing, that and jewelry was the only thing I could buy freely without always feeling that it's not gonna fit, like, you know. So that is that. Okay, so then I'm just going to take you upstairs and we are going to try to find something nice to wear for my trip. Okay, sweeties, we are now in my guest room, where this whole cabinet here behind me is my winter clothes. It's filled with my winter clothes only, and I am not ashamed of it. All right, so here's, you see my winter scarves. I have a couple of more winter scarves, but this is maybe 90% of them. And I'm keeping them here because I never use them really, because the winter in Israel, that's not true. I do use them, but I have to say that the winter in Israel is very short, and it basically starts getting warmer already at the end of January, and it only starts getting a little bit cooler, at least, you know, in the evenings or something, at the end of November, according to my experience. So it of course all depends on also where you live within Israel, but I don't know, that's my experience. So with all of that being said, we're going to open this cabinet now. And I'm going to, maybe I'm going to take the camera off the stand and I'm just going to do it like vlog style, walking with you through the cabinet, sort of, and show you an overall impression and tell you what is what. And then we're actually going to pull out a few things and see, you know, what I'm going to take along. So let's just do that. Hi sweeties. Okay, so let's maybe start here with the scarves. Okay, so here these are all Pashminas basically, and if you have seen my scarf collection video that I did at some point during the summer, I think I showed you those already. This has not changed. I have not gotten anything new. I don't need anything new. All right, so most of those I have like already for a long time. Some of them I got when I was working in a store, and they sold scarves, like for example, like this is for example one of those very beautiful ones. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Most of them are secondhand or bought really inexpensively. So that is a collection that I have, you know, gotten together over many years. I mean, I'm covering my hair now for something like 15 years. So of course you get quite a collection in that time. All right, so these are winter pashminas, pretty thick and pretty warm. I would not wear them during the summer, so that's why they're basically spending their whole life here in that corner and waiting for the very short Israeli winter. And then here down here we have a bit of a like a warmer kind. Let me just go here and try not to cover up the light. I'm gonna go and try to be a little bit closer so you can see that this is like very fluffy material. This is like real wool and really warm and yeah, fluffy obviously. And then down here I have a few scarves that you can see here. They are basically, they are super big and heavy and thick, and they are really more for wrapping around your shoulders, not so much around your head. Even though I got all of these from modeling because they were super expensive. I would have not bought them with my own money, honestly, but I got them as basically payment for modeling, because when that brand brought them out, and they don't carry them anymore, but when the brand brought them out, I was the first one to model with those scarves. So anyway, these, I'm going to pull one of those out later and show you, because I'm planning to take one of them along on the trip. And that is that, you know. So yeah, so that is all of my scarves. And now I have actually a few more. This is maybe something like 90% of my winter scarves, but it's basically my collection. Okay, so now let's go in here in the first door. And all right, so it is the way it is. I'm not cleaning up extra for you or something like this, just so you know what you see is what you get. I'm just removing this here because this is not what I'm taking. I'm just taking this away so it's out of my way. All right, so here you see basically my unicolor, most of them are unicolor winter skirts, and these are the skirts that have like full length till the floor. Then I have another section that I'm going to show you in a little bit with more colorful scarves that are about 15 centimeters shorter. They're also long, but not as long as these ones. So let's just go a little bit closer. Most of those, honestly, I got secondhand. Like for example, all of these that are this material, it's like a velvet kind of a material, and they're pretty thick and they're beautiful on the skin, beautiful to wear. And the good thing is they grow with you because they have, you know, they have this kind of, I don't know, how do you say that part? You know, it grows with you or it shrinks with you depending on what you need. So that is perfect. All right, so I have them in all kinds of colors because in that secondhand store where I bought them, maybe there was a clearance of a factory or something. I don't know. I was really lucky and I got myself all the colors they had. And then these two here I got also for modeling. These are from the same brand, and they are less practical. They're very cute, but they are not as thick because they are made for Israeli winter, which is not going to be super cold, at least not when you have been born and raised in Germany. So that is not really practical for being outside in like muddy weather or something like this. And also it's not very warm, but it's cute. It's cute for being inside, but I'm not going to take them because I need something that is a little bit more practical. Then of course there is a very beautiful one that is made out of tapestry or like upholstery material, which I'm totally into, but this is super heavy to wear. But I wore this last time when I was in Germany 2 years ago. It might not even fit anymore. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that right now. So yeah, here is a nice, really thick red one, which is super pretty. Then of course, I also like these kinds of patterns. That is super charming. This is also secondhand. All of those, also the red one is secondhand. This one here I got for modeling. This is pants. These are pants. I'm going to pull them out later and show them to you. They are also not very thick because they are also of that Israeli brand. But and they're also here on the side. There is this this is gash or whatever you call it. So basically the cold air is going to come in and creep up your legs. So I'm not going to take this, but it's a very, very nice, you know, it's a nice thing to have for when you're not living in a cold country. All right, so down here I have a few tunics and things like this, a few tops and tunics. This one is my absolute favorite. I also got that for modeling. It's also from that brand. It's like the collection from 2 years ago, so they probably don't have this anymore. For sure they don't have this anymore, but I got that for modeling. I'm going to pull that out for you later and I'm going to show it to you. And I think we're ready to go to the next section. Okay, the next part of the cabinet is this right here. So here is my winter jacket that I'm gonna wear on the trip. It's fur, it's not real fur, it just looks like it. It's a nice teal. I don't know, I'm gonna pull it out later once I have the camera back on the stand. Maybe you can see the color better, because right now it looks like really, really dark, but actually in real good lighting, it's a nice, beautiful teal shade. And then here I have all kinds of, you know, wraps, like, it's like blankets basically to wrap yourself in. And here, yeah, it is a bit messy, but yeah. Okay, so here also I have a nice selection actually of, you know, those knitted things that I so love. I'm going to show you in a little bit. And here is more traditional, also warm knitted sweaters and stuff like that. Okay, so now we are ready, I think, for the last part of the cabinet. Okay, here we are with the last part of the cabinet, and those are the skirts where I told you that they are long, but not till the bottom, like till the floor. And they are maybe like 10 centimeters or so shorter than the other ones. I don't know what that is in inches, maybe 3 inches. I don't know. I'm so bad at like inches, it makes no sense to me. Anyway, yeah, so here you see that these have all a very, very strong pattern, because I love that like so much, you know. Here you can see a few of them. I'm trying to pull out a few. This one is so cool. Look at this. It has this owl face on it. I also got that for modeling. It's really, really nice. Anyway, it has though a big, how do you say that? A gash? No, a thing on this side, so one has to wear something underneath. It's not really, the material is for Israel winter, you know. This, all of these things that I got for modeling really are made for Israeli winter and not for European winter. So if you wear something like this, you have to have something really warm underneath. Yeah, you know what, let me just really quickly think that this is really 90% all of those I got for modeling. All of those except this one right here. This one is secondhand, this one is secondhand, and this one is secondhand. This probably doesn't fit anymore. This was super small already back then, but it's really, really nice and sparkly. Anyway, so yeah, so that is that. Then here I have my warm, cozy, fluffy socks and a few more wraps. The green one that you see here in the back, I'm going to pull that out later. I have those kinds of wraps in different colors. I'm going to show you. And here I have another segment of skirts, and those are short skirts that are till the knee, that I would never wear just by themselves, because that's just not my style, but I would put them on top of a unicolor skirt just to make a, you know, a color impact or something, like a splash with the patterns or something. Okay, so let me put the camera back on the stand and then we'll put some outfits together. Okay, so now we're going to go into what I'm actually going to wear, and I'm actually going to make the decision right now while I'm filming this, because as I told you in the intro, I'm not overthinking this, because that is the creativity of, like, it's the second you start to overthink it, it gets hard, and that kills creativity, and it sort of, for me, makes it a little bit fake, you know, because I'm trying, like, I don't want to come across like I'm trying to be someone. I'm just me, you know. That's what I'm doing. So my tip is, no, let's start like this. I'm going to go for 5 days. 2 of those days are traveling time. Okay, so basically I have 3 days there, so I don't really need so many clothes. And of course, when you're trying to travel and you need to travel light, because I also need to, of course, take my little son along, and he needs his own stuff. So I'm not going to take huge amounts of clothes. Plus, I of course need some space in the in the suitcase for my makeup, right? So anyway, the goal is to mix and match things so you have different outfits without really taking a whole load of different outfits. You know what I mean? All right, so the first thing that I already told you I'm going to show you is this one here. This is a tunic that I got for modeling. It is very long. It goes down till about the knees and it is longer in the back. Maybe, can I show you this? Man, it's hard to show you this, but anyway, this is how it looks. And the good thing about this is that, first of all, I love the colors. There is a purple, there is a mustard yellow, there is like a dark teal green kind of a thing, there is dark blue, and of course off-white. Very, very nice wintry colors. And the good thing about this is that you can mix it with all of those colors without any problem. So for example, I could wear with this now those yellow pants that I showed you before, you know, these ones I could wear with this, but I'm not going to because they are also open here on the side, so that is not really what I'm going to do. But I want to take, for example, this purple skirt here. This is one of those velvety ones, and this is super, super comfy. These kinds of skirts, they grow and they shrink with you depending on how much you're eating and how much weight you're losing or gaining. So that is super practical. Anyway, I can see sort of putting those two together because there is a purple here, and even if not, all of those colors go super, super well together. So that would be one choice, and I could totally see myself also taking one of the other, this one. All right, gotta clean up later. So that is one that is a totally obvious choice. If you can see that this super, super well works together. So there I would already have outfits right there, okay? So now basically I know that I want to take those two skirts, maybe one more of the, or maybe two more, I don't know, of the ones with the patterns. We're gonna get there. So now we are building our whole outfits around that, okay? So that, I'm definitely taking this because it's my favorite item. And what I also would consider putting on top is something like that, for example. That is a wrap that I got secondhand, I think, if I remember right. I'm going to show you how it looks on me. If it still fits, You see how cute? This was secondhand. I got that for like, I don't know, probably like $3 or something. Isn't that cute? And it adds, you know, it adds something to the outfit without being super extra. And it also, because it is quite thick, it also adds warmth. So that is a very nice thing. What also looks really nice with the tunic that I just showed you because of the mustard green, what I can do in order just to add a little bit of warmth is, for example, this one. That is the same idea as this one, but a little bit different, if I can figure it out. I'm just going to show you that too, like that. Okay, I might have to fast forward this while editing because really... Okay, this one fits a little bit better because it's a little bit more stretchy. So here you see, of course, this is super, super like winter and cozy and cute. And then in the back, you have this. All right. Yeah, so if you imagine this on top of that, that could work, right? Okay, sweeties, let me just pull out my winter jacket that I showed you before. And I'm going to try to hold it up to the light. Maybe, can you? I'm just going to try to catch it in the right lighting. I think maybe you might be able to see that this is like, here you can see the real color. You know, this like, it's like a bright, depending on how the light shines on it, it's like a light, not a light teal, but like a bright dark teal. Something like that. So anyway, this is super fluffy and nice, and I cannot wait to wear it because I never get to wear it, because in normal winter times here, I don't need this. You know, I'm Germany born and raised, and winter here, like, I laugh about this, you know? So I can't wait to wear this. I haven't worn this for 2 years. I wore it the last time, I think, when 2 years ago I went to Germany, to visit Germany. So that is definitely coming. And now that I'm looking at what I have here already, we are totally leaning very much into like teals and teals and blues. So that is basically probably what we're going for this time here. All right, so let's just find a few more things that we want to add to the packing list. I just need to laugh about myself because I again pulled out something in teal that is like, I don't know. This is really a wrap that goes around your shoulders. I don't know, can I do this with my head thing on? Yeah. Okay, so this is how you would wear it, you know, just over your normal clothes. You could even also do it like this if you want to be a little bit extra. I've actually worn that in a video last winter. I have it in another color, in like a dark maroon kind of a shade, but I'm sort of, as you know, I'm leaning towards these colors at the moment. So that is what you can do. And also, if you wrap it twice around, like around, then you can use it as a scarf. So that is actually super, super practical, and will go perfectly with my jacket. So that is definitely coming along. And yeah, so it's really, really nice that you can have something that is not super, super warm, because you know, you're not going to be outside all the time, but you want to, you know, be cozy and cuddle up, and that is perfect. Plus, I think it's super, super flattering because it's like off, you know, the shape is not, you know what I mean, you see it, right? So that that is definitely coming along. Okay, I was just thinking what I'm gonna do for the other skirts, you know, that are not gonna go with this one here. So I actually pulled out, this one was immediately on my list, because that is again the same color scheme that I'm apparently going for. Not that I'm like married to a certain color scheme, obviously not, but I don't know, I just vibe this way right now. I just totally feel those colors. So that is definitely a skirt that I'm taking along. And also again, this one with a basic shirt and then something like this, that the wrap that I just showed you on top of it, could look super, super cool together. I'm going to try to like post pictures of myself on social media while I'm actually on my trip. If you're interested, then follow me on my social media on Instagram or Facebook, then you'll see how I'm doing. All right, styling wise at least. All right, and then the other one that I'm going to take, and that is really, I don't need more than 4 skirts, obviously. That is already probably pretty excessive, but one of those outfits I'm gonna wear on the trip, and yeah, so it's gonna be okay. It's going to be this one. Now this might not be super flattering with the stripes like this, because I'm not that skinny anymore, but I sort of feel like if I wear something a little bit longer on top of it, that it could, I think I still can pull it off. I hope so. Squeeze, squeeze. Anyway, so that could be also really, really nice. Also with teal, also with purple, also with blues. Yeah, so now we just have to find a few wraps to cover up the hips. Okay. All right, so let's see what we can do. The first thing I think what I wanted to show you is one of those scarves where I told you that they are like super, super big and more really meant for wrapping yourself like this, not on your head though. Let me just find the right one with the right color scheme. I think maybe this one here, because that is also purples and teals and off-white. This could actually be super, super nice. You know, you see this? This I got for modeling. I actually, when that brand brought those out, I was the first one to model those scarves, and I was sometimes even wrapping myself with those scarves like on my head. You would not believe how huge that was. It was insane. It was not normal. But anyway, so this is super, super nice, and you can just, you know, imagine to like be cozy on the couch somewhere and just, you know, wrap yourself like this, or even also use that as a scarf for when you're going out with the jacket. This could be nice, right? So that I think is going to come along because it also vibes with the other colors that I'm taking along. So that is coming. And then let's just find a few more things. Okay, one other thing that I had showed you before in the last part there of the cabinet, where I had told you I'm going to pull that out for you later, that was actually this green thing that I had pointed out to you. This is secondhand. I got that for like, I don't know, $1, $2. And I love all of these things, knitted things like this, and the blue wrap that I wore, the first thing that I tried on for you. I just love this kind of stuff. It's just, I wear this all the time, as you know, if you're not new on my channel. So something like this could also totally go with me, but this is not the right color. I have them in different colors. I have a dark blue one, I have a black one, I have a white one, and I also have this one. And this is, of course, a dark fuchsia. And this, I think, this one goes off again. Because it goes with the purple and the teal and all of that. So this one, my friends, is going with me. This is definitely going with me. Super beautiful color, love it to bits. So yeah, so that is that. And of course I'm going to take like long stockings and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go into that, of course. And I'm going to take a lot of those undershirts, different colors of undershirts, because I gotta need that, right? I'm going to try to find some that have actually long sleeves till here, because I'm gonna need that too. And yeah, and let me just maybe pick out a few more of those pashminas, and then I'll show you what I'm taking of those. Okay, sweeties, I just realized that I just chose one tunic, the first one that I showed you. Of course, I told you that I'm going to take these basic shirts and I'm going to wear those wrappy kind of things on top of that, so I can also have that. But I also chose another tunic that is also about knee length, and this is like how do you say that, rust color, something like that. You know, which also looks super, super nice when you have, for example, this on top wrapped around, or let me just dig through everything. I have such a big pile here now. Or this, you know, this half wrap kind of a thing over that color could look really, really nice. And then just one of those monochromatic skirts underneath, or even, where is the yellow? Where is the yellow? Piles and piles. Okay, all right, here. This is the yellow, which is maybe, it's okay. It's good, but it's not maybe my most favorite combination because it's just too predictable. I think I would probably go for the fuchsia. The fuchsia looks really, really nice with this, right? Doesn't it? All right, so just wanted to show you that. And then coming back to the wraps, I think, like for the head wraps, okay? Let me just put this back on. All right. Head wraps, I think I'm going to keep it simple because I don't want to take so much along, you know. I think I'm just going to do one scarf looks, and this is also just one scarf, and you can, you know, you can do really, really nice and also, you know, have volume, and you can do it just with one. So that is okay. So that's why I think I'm going to take 4, and then the one that I'm wearing on the trip itself, on the day of the traveling. That I don't know yet. I don't know yet which of the outfits I'm going to wear. But anyway, so I'm going to take this one along. I've worn this also on my channel already. This has 2 sides. I wish actually it wouldn't. I wish it had only this, because this is my favorite side, and it makes it a little bit hard to wrap when, you know, by mistake the scarf turns a little bit and then suddenly you have this side showing. But it can be nice, you know, whatever, like it's not a big deal. So this is what I'm taking, and I'm going to hold it a little bit closer to the camera so you can see that this is actually upholstery material. I think that's how it's called. I don't know if it comes across, as is this one that is also like the stuff that you put on your armchairs, you know, that is the material. It's stiff and it's very thick. It's pretty thick. So that is very, very nice winter wrapping material. And then from the same material, something that is a little bit more lively is this one, and I believe I've worn this too. So that of course also has the blues and the purple and the yellow, so I can, you know, mix and match this. So that is also, if you see it closer to the camera, I don't know, that this is also an upholstering, like a tapestry kind of a material. And then I want to take two more warmer pashminas because, you know, it's going to be cold. So that is maybe then more for the outside, even though the other ones is going to be okay too for the outside. So this is secondhand. I got that. This is so cool. Here, look at this. This is a square. This is not a rectangular scarf, but you see the colors, aren't they amazing? Just imagine this together with the big wrap, this one. Ugh. This is going to be such a splurge of colors and patterns for Germany. I would love this. You know, have this around my neck outside, you know, or even like just wrapped it around my shoulders and then this on my head. I don't know if Germany is ready for Leorah. Okay, you better pray for Germany because I'm coming. All right, then the last thing I'm going to take is this one. This is a little bit more subdued. It has two colors to it, one that leans a little bit more towards the teal, and then the other side is a little bit more towards the berry tones, you know? So that is, of course, it's a very big one. It's maybe also more meant as a wrap, you know, around the shoulders and stuff like this. So this can, you know, have both functions, honestly. But this one I've also wrapped because it is big, but it's not as thick as the other one, this one. You know, this one is a thicker material, so that is less, you know, practical for head wrapping, but this is a little bit thinner, so it layers okay. And I can see myself, you know, doing looks with this together with my teal outfits and things like this, and also with the purple. So I think we have a very, very nice range of things that we can do and play with and still be stylish and not travel too heavy and have it all. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this, and now I'm going to give straight back to the studio Leorah. All right, my sweeties, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful, maybe, or at least interesting a little bit, or entertaining for anyone. Please let me know what you think. And of course, you know that when it comes to colors, I'm absolutely like, I have no limitations. So when I'm putting stuff together the way I do, that doesn't mean like everybody needs to do that. It's just my style that I'm very free with colors, very free with patterns, and I don't try to overthink it too much. I don't try to overmatch everything, because in my eyes that tends to get boring very, very fast. And I like to have eye catchers. I like to have things that make you think, that make you like wonder just for like 2 seconds, what is it in that outfit that throws me off now? What is it that is the unexpected part? You know, that is how I like to do the styling, and also how I like to do the makeup. So anyway, that is a bit of like my background, what I'm thinking, or what I'm trying to not overthink when I'm doing my styling choices, you know, for myself. By the way, in case you're interested, I did film this look. It's the first impression of the Warrior 3 palette from Juvia's Place. It's coming shortly, soon. Just so you know, in case you're interested, that is coming. And besides that, yeah, leave me your comments if you want to, and if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel. I would really, really love that. And next week I'm traveling. When you see this, next week I'm traveling, and I'm so excited. So excited to go back to my childhood home and just feel like a child in my mom's home. You know, I really, really need that right now. So yeah, anyway, there will be videos anyway. I'm going to, like, I've been pre-filming anyway, and they're going to come up. So I'll just send them to you from Germany instead of from Israel. So I hope you will enjoy that too. And I'll see you here very soon for my next video. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.